Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. We're going to show you a few cracked pistons here and you can work out what went wrong. This engine had done 100,000 Ks. It had a Steinbauer chip on it and it cracked a piston. Okay, it sat there for a couple of years and then somebody else cracked a piston. Guess what? He had a remap or a tune or whatever you want to call it, you know. And of course, they're fine. They don't cause any problems, do they? No. But let's just have a look, right? So he wanted a cheap solution. That's cool. We understand that. So number 4 piston, that's this one. We replaced with a brand new genuine 110 piston, right? Looking good, looking good. Yeah, looks all right. Can't see any issues on that yet, but running this remap rocket ship probably wouldn't have been long and it probably would have been cracked as well, because check this out. So if the engine's done 100,000, we didn't touch the first 3 pistons, 1, 2, 3, and he was only running it for about another 10,000 Ks as far as I know. So they've done about 10,000 Ks with the remap. So the engine's done, I think, about 110, not much more than 110,000 Ks. Let's say 120, 130. I could be wrong. Let's have a look at this, right? Let's get in there. Can you see? Middle of the picture, you can see the crack. Next one, you can see the crack and the blown through hole. And you can see here the crack starting as well. Now, a little bit of other added information I'm going to include here to answer a few questions and discussions, things people talk about and ask questions. So I just want to explain here, this is your engine. It's just a little 4-cylinder. You have got a Toyota Land Cruiser. I don't care about whether it's got the word Prado there or not. It's a very large vehicle, almost the size of a full-size Land Cruiser. That's why it's called a Land Cruiser, but it's just got a little 4-cylinder engine in it. So, in my opinion, this is not really suitable for a lot of towing, especially heavy towing and a lot of heavy towing. It's not the combination. The engine puts out a lot of power and torque for the size of what it is. It's just a little 4-cylinder. Do I need to say it again? By increasing the power or the torque, you are putting more force on the piston. Take a note where they crack, right? More force on the piston. If you've got old flogged injectors is another major contributor to cracked pistons. If you've got blow-by and a lack of oil, you're also it's another contributor to cracked pistons. If you've got a modified cooling system or airflow to your vehicle, it's gonna change the cooling efficiency, the heat factors, and it's gonna be another contributor to cracked pistons. So there's a whole lot of contributors. We know what the main ones are. You can have a chip or a tune or a remap if you like. What would I know? 10,000 Ks, that's what I would know. Anyway, the other thing people have been asking about, take a breath, okay. People are asking about using oil. These engines don't use oil, okay? General comment, they don't use oil. Pretty bloody general, I've seen a lot of them. I've owned them and whatever, and they don't use oil. That means you can do an oil change, you can go and do a 10,000 Ks and come back and it's not gonna be burnt more than maybe 100 or 200 mil, but to me that's not using oil. Once you notice a change on the dipstick, like it goes from full to low, you may have an issue. Now, there could be a couple of different issues. It could be, you know, you've had dust through your intake, dusted engine, worn rings, that sort of thing. It could be that. Or it could be one of these cracks started, right? So see that crack just starting there, okay? And you can see what happens at this side, right? You've got the hole blown through there. That's why it's all clean and wet. It's all the oil coming from the sump blowing through up to this side, right? But before that hole there, what happened? Have I got the light on or not here? I don't know if I got the light. I think I got the light on. Before that hole in the middle of the picture there blows through, notice the crack that goes across the top to the outside. That may cause some issues with using oil, because there's a crack, the piston's cracked, but it hasn't blown through that, you know, that big hole there yet. It hasn't blown the hole out, but it's cracked, right? Same as this one. Eventually, that crack there is going to go to the outside edge. And these cracks can be like that sometimes. So for the people that go, oh, but I replaced my injectors, whatever. Now, if you've done them at 250,000 Ks or 300,000 Ks, or you've had Baileys in there, or if you had chips and had tunes, these are the sorts of cracks that can have already started, and then you put your new injectors in, okay? Then you put you left it too long. Now, in most cases, 99 point, some high in the 99s right up there, you're going to be okay. You're not going to have these cracks, so it's still worth doing. But if you've left it too late, you are in a risk factor. If you change injectors as prevention, like all oil change, you change oil as prevention. You don't wait till it goes thick and gluggy and then change it. You change it while it's good still. You change coolant while it's good still. It's called preventative maintenance. Injectors are the same. You need to change them as preventive maintenance so you don't end up with combustion like this. And by having these remaps and tunes, quite often they are the major contributor from people that contact us and we ask the questions. It's always similar, same sort of answers. I know a lot of people don't know about this, so it's important you share these videos and the information. There's people out there, you know, that in Australia that supposedly rebuild these engines that are meant to know what they're doing. Unless I totally, you know, you don't even want to watch some of their videos. One guy, he says, I'm going to be respectful, I'm not even name him. If you know who it is, we'll just see if this makes sense, right? Oh, look, you know, the oil pickup, it's only $100, so just change it every 50,000 Ks. To me, that demonstrates a complete lack of understanding of the whole situation. A, replacing the oil pickup for $100, waste of money, and changing it every 50,000 Ks. The problem is if you've got blow-by, you need to fix the problem. So you need to understand the problem. The free check, by checking it when you drain your oil, you check the oil pickup, right? You don't change the oil pickup every 50,000 Ks. Now, I could have got that wrong. I think I saw that video. Someone sent it to me with a big laughing face, I don't know, a year ago or something. But wouldn't you agree that demonstrates a lack of knowledge, big time? So we recommend against rebuilds because even these so-called professionals, knowledge is in question. The brand new long motor is the best value for money. That's what we supply for our clients, anyone that contacts us. We've got workshops that do engine replacements, recommended workshop partners, that sort of thing, in most states, most areas. But you want to avoid this ideally, not just for the cost factor, but the inconvenience if you're on a trip. We'll be doing, it's happened to people, we'll be doing another one of these engines soon. There'll be more videos, more information. Subscribe, turn the bell on, share the information to everyone you know, not only with 1KD engines, but any small diesel engine, because it's generally the same information. You could be looking at a Ford Ranger engine, the piston looks the same as that, and they crack just the same. Let's just not go into other makes and models because, you know, whatever, that's a whole another can of worms. I hope this has been helpful for you. Please give us a thumbs up if you just learned something. If you've just discovered the channel, you need to watch all the older videos, check out the playlist, get yourself educated. Don't start texting me because you saw one video, 2 videos, or 5 videos, or trying to call me. The phone doesn't ring. It's text message only, and the text messages are for parts, kits, purchases, right? Injector kits, BFE kits, front wheel bearing assemblies with the hubs, or the Dobinson suspension for your Prado, okay? So text message. Monday morning is parts day. Please don't contact me any other day. Monday's parts day. If you didn't get it, you forgot, we'll wait till next Monday. I'm busy Tuesday, Wednesday, working on things like this, diagnosing problems, making videos, trying to help you understand your vehicle and avoid this in your life's second biggest investment for most people. There's been a few that are getting the information a bit too late. That's why we've just got to keep doing this, trying to drum it into you. The people that are watching and subscribed in the groups, awesome. The people who've done the prevention, big thanks to all the people that are making contributions to that piston fund. Small amounts of money by many people covering engines for people that are unfortunate enough that this happens to, okay? So I think that's it, guys, unless I see something else on this engine to tell you about. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, bell on, catch ya. Don't let these people touch your vehicles. Whoever tuned this engine, they probably can't even do a basic oil change without cleaning up the oil there. Unbelievable. Don't let them touch it.
Bada bing, bada boom. 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 Bada bing, bada boom.